Thank you. One of country's biggest festivals is happening this weekend, and headliners are Eric Church, Miranda Lambert, and Morgan Wallen. So here to talk about all of this is Tim Hurly of Go Country. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me, as always. Always good to see you.
We love seeing you. We love the energy you bring, and you're so well versed when it comes to Stagecoach.
I hope so, yeah. I've been going since the second year they ever had it back in 2008, I think. It was my first year ever, and scary to think how long ago that really was.
You're our go-to person, for sure. So I know you're with Go Country, so you've been around these people, you've been listening to their music as well. Who are you looking forward to seeing?
Well, I'm really excited. Jelly Roll is somebody who's actually...
I love Jelly Roll.
He's the best. Yeah. And I've met him several times. He's just as nice in person as you might imagine. He's our guest midday host right now at the station.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so you can catch him from 10 to 2, just till Friday, unfortunately. We've had him for the whole month. But he's just an incredible guy, an incredible performer. He does so much for his community. So I'm rooting for him. And he's just full of surprises because he didn't start out as a country artist, so I think it's going to be a really fun show.
That sounds amazing. Now, speaking of surprises, do you think, I mean, we saw this at Coachella, and this is kind of a thing with festivals. People are always waiting to see if someone is going to come on and join someone in some type of collaboration.
Yeah.
Are you thinking that could happen? If so, who do you think would be the surprise?
So I think Hurly, who's on, what night is he's on Sunday night. He's opening up for Morgan Wallen. He just released a cover song of Gin and Juice, obviously Snoop Dogg. And Snoop Dogg has done an appearance at Stagecoach before. He actually came out with Sam Hunt. I think it was in 2016 or 14. Yeah, it's going to be, they're all kind of blurring together, but he's done it before, and so I think that could be the one that makes the guest appearance.
So you're thinking Snoop is going to show up?
I'd put my bet on Snoop.
That is so okay. What about, I mean, I know there's been a lot of talk about Beyonce. She's not on the list. However, she did have this country album that just came out. Do we think she might make an appearance?
I'm really curious because obviously we're in LA. She's here, so it would make a lot of sense.
You were listening to her song when you came in here?
Yeah, Texas Hold'em. And I mean, I could stay here all morning and talk about the Beyonce, controversy. I'm a fan of Beyonce. I'm a fan of the song. I think this year it's not going to happen. I think there's too much noise about it at the moment, but I would not be surprised if she's on the bill for sure next year.
Oh, I love her, so I hope so. Okay, so let's talk about the day-to-day because you've obviously been going for years.
Yeah.
So what can people expect if this is their first time?
Well, this is crazy because this year it's actually not supposed to be as hot as it normally is.
Oh, nice.
Which is interesting. I think the highs are like 86 degrees the whole weekend. Last year was like 110.
Oh,
to give you some perspective.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people are going to get there a lot earlier to enjoy the music because they're not going to be so concerned with heat. But definitely still bring your sunscreen because you're in the desert. Definitely bring the mask. We talked about that, last year when I was on the show. You want to make sure to avoid getting dirt in your mouth. One tip that I heard this year, which I've never tried, makes a lot of sense. The cell towers are so crammed with activity that a lot of people can't make phone calls or texts. So people have suggested bringing the AirPods or whatever they are, like the squares, so you can track your friends.
Oh.
And so you could drop it in your boot, and that way your friends can find you via GPS and not relying on cell service. It's beyond me personally. I think it's more fun to get lost and meet a bunch of strangers. I've met a lot of friends that way, but if you really need to find somebody or a child, maybe drop one of those AirPods in and
you learn something new every day. You learn something new every day. Okay,
AirTags.
So AirTags, there you go.
I was like, I know it's something.
You're doing something tonight, right?
Yes.
Okay, tell me more.
This is really, really exciting. So Yamava Resort and Casino are going really heavy on country music. I'm hosting country nights there every Wednesday, and tonight they have a free show with Jackson Dean, Tiger Lily Gold, and Annie Bosco. They're 3 artists that all have songs on the radio right now, and it's a completely free show, first come, first serve, like a little kickoff, unofficial pre-party for the festival, and they're also giving away a pair of Stagecoach passes tonight as well. It's not in their main theater. It's in like a really cool spot called the Two Coot Lounge. Kicks off at 8 p.m., 21 plus. It's going to be a blast. I'm ready to cut loose and get this weekend started tonight for sure. It's going to be awesome.
Well, now that you're done with this segment, you can head on out and enjoy yourself at that event and then Stagecoach.
I love it. Let's come with me, do some margaritas and cut loose a little bit. What do you say?
I know. Next time I do want to go because I've never been to Coachella or Stagecoach.
It's a blast.
So both on my list. I got a lot of work to do. Tim, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Have so much fun.
Always a pleasure.
You're the best. Thank you for being here. And we will be right back.